Hey guys, it's Francina Simone, and Happy New Year's! So I wanted to do a video kind of about last year and this year. First, I want to say, Happy New Year's to everybody, and I hope this new year brings all sorts of goody goodness, because I feel like this year is the year of infinite possibilities. First, I want to talk a little bit about 2017 and what that was for me, stuff I saw, whatever have you. I did make a video not too long ago about looking at the year of BookTube and how we kind of like had our moral demise. Now, we've hit rock bottom. I think we can climb our way back up. Last year was all about talking about difficult topics, but it was talking about them without bringing the type of maturity to the table that I think a lot of those topics needed. And it was done with a lot of, a lot of it was done tactlessly and without a lot of poise. And I think, hopefully this year we can all learn from that and move forward and conquer these topics together, and conquer these topics as a group, as a team, as a group of people who want to see better and who want to do better individually, and who allow room for other people to grow, and while realizing that we're all growing ourselves. So last year, whoo, what a doozy. For me last year, I'm going to start with the good, actually. And a lot of good stuff happened for me. I think I started last year with like 5,000 subscribers, and it blew the fuck out of the water. So I want to say hello to all of you who are new here, and thank you for those of you who have joined me along on this travel. Thank you for those of you who have been here from the beginning and continue to like my content and continue to, support me, shout me out, talk about me positively. And I honestly can't be more grateful. Actually, no, I can always be more grateful. I think we can always be more grateful. So thank you. Thank you for being here. And thank you for being here in 2018. So the next good thing that happened, you know what? I grew a lot, I think, in 2017. I grew a lot in how to talk and communicate with other people. I grew a lot as an individual who saw problems in myself and who saw problems in my community. And I feel like I became someone who was able to talk about a lot of topics while also thinking about other people and thinking about how I affected other people and how people were affecting other people. And it's something that I have to continuously grow with, because it's not something that I think I'm perfect at all. I think, if anything, I'm here scraping the bare minimum of what I could be doing. But it is something that I am proud of, and I really want to keep going forward, and I want to work on even more. Another good thing that happened, as far as writing goes, I wrote a book in a month. I think that's not that impressive. I've written books fast before, but I wrote, I think, one of my best books in a month. And now the draft wasn't the best, but it was something that I have been working on and conceptualizing for I don't know how many years. It started with me, honestly, being 17, sitting in a U.S. history AP class, and I was supposed to be writing an essay about Abraham Lincoln and the Gettysburg Address. And I remember it was practice for the SAP essay part, and I remember I sat down and I wrote on a piece of paper. This boy had woken up to the alarm clock going off in his room, and he was like, "It's Thursday. But that's not what's special about today. Today is the beginning of the end of my life," or something crazy like that. And I was just thinking about this kid, and then I went home and I stayed up till like 7 o'clock in the morning, writing this story about him and his best friend, their whole life before they went magically transported to this weird world. Anyways, all of that to say, it's something completely different now. However, I've been conceptualizing that book since that moment. That was the first seed of what this book that I wrote today. I mean, it looks nothing like that whatsoever. But in April was the first time that I sat down. I wrote the first draft, and it pulled apart so many different things from my life kind of came together in that draft that I had been working on and thinking on, and I didn't realize that they were all part of the same storyline, and my mind kind of blew a few levels, and I was like, whoa, I see things differently, and this book differently, and what I want to do as a writer differently. Crazy. And so I wrote a book, and then I had a baby. So that was another thing that happened, a good thing. This baby's really cute, and even though right now we're in a rough patch because he doesn't let me sleep at all at night, we're on good terms. I like this baby. I like this baby a lot. I got an agent in 2017. That was huge. I've made some really amazing friends this year. A lot of writer friends, a lot of community friends, and 2017, I had a crazy ass feed in the beginning, but I really cut that shit down to like an amazing positive community. So when I scroll on Twitter like now, I'm seeing like a lot of great books being promoted. I'm seeing a lot of great people talk about great things that are happening, and it's just a really nice place to be when I am there. But that's another great thing. Mental health. I really put that in the forefront for me in 2017, and I feel like I really got a grasp on that, on how to be a part of a community without letting the community be in your head all of the time. Especially because once people get into your head, now you start making shit up about what's going on versus actually seeing the full picture of reality, because you can't. With the internet, that's the nature of the beast, is you can never see the full realm of it. You can only see your scope of it and what you can kind of project onto it or make up from it, or how you put those pieces together. And so I feel like I really got a handle on that in 2017. And it was during a really turbulent time. So I'm really glad and thankful that I went into 2017 wanting to do that, because what a doozy. Another great thing is I went to BookNet Fest. I finally got to go to a conference with a lot of other book people and meet everybody and talk to a lot of people from BookTube, from Instagram, from blogs. Like, it was really nice to be able to just talk to a lot of people who love books the same way that we love books, and that was so much fun for me. I was on a panel, so that was a lot of fun, a writing panel, and I think I was a little manic because I had been traveling with 2 kids, and I was probably looking a little weird sometimes because it was like the first time I was talking to like a room full of adults, a room full of people who didn't want to talk about kids, but who wanted, even though there was a mommies group there. That was weird. I felt like the universe was saying something to me. But we'll ignore that. I was talking to a room full of people who liked books, and that was insane. Loved it. So, and then I guess towards the end of 2017, I started reworking my book, revising it. I got the structure really tight-knit and group, and now I'm working on the characterization of everybody. Like, I feel like I have grown so much as a writer this year, really reflecting and working and pushing, and I'd be really thankful for my friends and my agent for really pushing me to like reach farther and farther with every revision that I do, because I have been doing some really crazy stuff. Which leads me into, I guess, the bad from 2017, which, why talk about it, because that shit's over. So talking about 2018, this is what I kind of want to do going forward. I feel like there are a few things. I want to be the kind of person that only talks when I have something to say. So I only want to make videos when I actually have something to say. I don't want to just like upload a video a week just to upload a video a week. And that's not knocking people who do. Like, clearly people have shit to say more often than I do. It's just, I'm busy. I've got 2 kids. I've got a book, and my book is my main job. Like, it takes top priority over everything in my life, except for my kids most of the time. Sometimes I make them fend for themselves, but I try to be decent the majority of the time. Making YouTube videos, I love it, and it is so fun. I mean, like, I'm doing it right now. It's fun. But it takes a lot of time. I have to make the videos. I have to plan for the videos. I have to hope that my kids are, like, decent while I make these videos. And then I have to edit the videos, and then I have to upload them and make thumbnails. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work to make YouTube videos. So I want to make them when I have something to say, or when I've got the tea to spill, if you know what I mean. But going forward, I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I will do book hauls maybe once a month. If I don't collect shit in a month, then I won't make a book haul that month. But if I do, if someone sends me something and something I want to share with you guys, then I'll share it. But only once a month. I want to do more discussions on this channel instead of reviews. I love making book reviews, but I think I will only review books that I absolutely, hands down, love and can't stop talking about, that I must and need to share. These days, I'm reading it, and if it's not hitting me for whatever reason, I'm DNFing it. And if I liked it, but I'm just not in it right now, I'll DNF it and go back to it later. I do that a lot. Or if it's just, then I'll just DNF it and I won't read it at all, and I won't really talk about it either. I want 2018 to be the year of positivity. It's full of lots of zeros and O's. It's the infinite possibilities and not infinite assholes. So I just want to be positive about everything. And speaking of that, I want to lower the toxicity levels in my life. That means I don't really want to talk to people who are bringing me down, whether they're doing it on purpose or on accident, whether they're just being downers specifically because they don't want to solve their problems, but they just want to talk about them. I want to be surrounded by people who are proactive and not necessarily reactive, and I want to be a more proactive person. I really tried to focus on being proactive last year, and that worked for me really well. I feel like I got a lot done last year, and I was really focused, and it was because I was being so proactive, and I want to do that that again this year, and I want to be surrounded by people who are doing the same thing. So again, the year of infinite possibilities, not infinite assholes. So I want to make more discussion videos, but I want them to be kind of musings. I loved Ariel from, I have no idea what Ariel's book channel is called, but her name is Ariel Bassett, and I love her channel. She is so funny. She is so thoughtful and reflective, and I love the videos that she's been making lately. They're so laid back, chill, and they've been like rambles where she's just talking about stuff in her life. And I kind of want to do that. Not necessarily stuff in my life. You guys probably don't want to know about my entire life. And you know, that's a lot to put out there anyways. So I want all of my videos to be that way. I want to have to edit less and be able to make more videos, and in order to do that, I have to be able to just kind of ramble. I'm not saying that I'm scripted or highly edited, but a lot of the stuff that I was talking about before required a lot of poise, a lot of thought, and a lot of clear and concise language, and I just want to be a little bit more laid back this year. I want to chill. But you know, I don't want to talk about a whole bunch of negative shit anyways. I just want to talk about the stuff that like is interesting to me, hopefully to you, but not necessarily full of negativity. Like, you know, I like spilling the tea, but shit, that's a lot of fucking shit to clean up after. You keep spilling all that tea on the fucking floor. Who the fuck's gonna clean all that shit up, right? So I mean, so the kind of stuff I want to talk about, it's the kind of stuff that I don't have to clean up afterwards. Does that make sense? So with that being said, guys, this is what my 2018 is looking like. I want to read more books. I loved. This is something I missed out. Another good in 2017 is right at the end. I started reading a ton of fucking nonfiction books. Not necessarily memoirs, but a lot more like how-tos, like textbooks kind of. I know it sounds really weird, but I love reading to learn new skills. New like adulting life skills, like managing skills, like managing your life, managing finance, cooking, domestic stuff that isn't domestic, stuff that makes you think about the person you are and the person that, and stuff that makes you shape your life around who you are and who you want to be. And I love stuff like that. I feel like it's so it makes you so proactive. And when you're being proactive, you're solving a lot of fucking problems. At least you're solving more than you're creating. And I think that that is something we can all do in 2018 is solve more problems than we are creating. And it always starts with ourselves, right? Like you solve your problems before you try to solve somebody else's, because you can't be a walking problem trying to solve somebody else's. You're just bringing your problems to somebody else's life. So that is my 2018. Continuing to be proactive, continuing to like grow as a person. These writing projects that I'm doing, guys, mind blown. I'm working on 2, and one of them's like in really baby stage right now, but it's growing into a toddler and into kind of like a child, and it's looking kind of good. And I can't wait to like talk more about that, but nobody's hearing about it right now because I'm still very like cultivating. And this one, I don't know if I should tell you the working title. I'm not going to tell you the working title because you got to leave something to the imagination. But this one, I'm really excited about it. So all of the projects that I'm doing, friendships that I'm making, and of course, this year I want to do more things like BookNet Fest. I want to go out there and see more people who love books and just celebrate that. 2018 is the year of infinite celebrations, because the possibilities are endless. And so let's go forth and conquer. Or as I like to say, organize, prioritize, attack, and conquer. TTYL, ta-ta for now. Bye.